Good morning. Welcome to the morning forecast discussion for January 18th, 2012. Well, it's pretty cold out there as temperatures start to crash through the 40s and into the 30s. In fact, earlier on this morning, temperatures were in the lower 50s along the immediate New Jersey coast and through New York City and southern Connecticut. However, with the passage of a strong cold front and a very strong low pressure system over portions of southeastern Canada, Arctic air is invading the northern mid Atlantic, and that's leading to temperatures falling throughout this morning and likely continuing to fall through this afternoon. We've pretty much seen our high temperatures for today, and from this point on, it just gets colder. Combine that with a biting northwesterly to westerly wind at 10 to 20 miles per hour, temperatures will feel this afternoon like they're in the 20s. Combine that, we actually have a little bit of snow out there. Now, what's happening here when we take a look at our radar is that cold air that's invading the northern mid-Atlantic is picking up moisture from Lake Erie and Lake Ontario. And what we have here is what's called lake effect snow. In fact, one band here is actually being born from the central Great Lakes. So as you can see, Lake Michigan, Lake Superior are all enhancing this area of snowfall that is moving off of the Great Lakes. We'll be at a threat for snow showers and snow flurries through this morning. Likely the best potential will be over the northwestern interior, like northeastern Pennsylvania, northwestern New Jersey, portions of the Hudson River Valley, even up towards Albany. Those locations will have the best threat for periods of light snow and snow showers and snow flurries. I'm not expecting any major accumulations out of this, but still it might catch a few people off guard. By this afternoon, this snow threat will end because high pressure will be building in from the Ohio River Valley, and that will suppress this production of snowfall, with generally most locations expecting clear skies to a few scattered clouds. The main story here is going to be the wind and the falling temperatures, which will make it feel like temperatures are in the 20s after temperatures were in the 50s yesterday evening. Taking a look at the water vapor satellite picture, you can see here's our strong area low pressure, here's our high pressure system. The difference between the low and the high is producing what's called a pressure gradient, which of course is producing very strong winds. Now, this water vapor satellite picture clearly shows very dry air is building into the northern mid-Atlantic. So really, we don't have any threat for any organized areas of precipitation. Once that lake effect snow threat ends later on this morning, dry conditions can be expected through this evening into tomorrow. Then things get a little bit interesting. Let's take a look at the model guidance. Using the European model guidance, because I feel this is the best model guidance handling the short and medium range pattern at this time. As you can see, cold air is building into the northern mid-Atlantic tonight. Very cold temperatures falling into the lower teens to lower 20s. Lower teens, of course, over the northwestern interior, lower 20s along the immediate coast. By tomorrow evening, we have a cold front approaching. Now, this cold front will produce an area of scattered snow showers on Friday morning. This is not a significant snow threat whatsoever. However, it could produce some slick roadways on Friday morning's rush hour. So look for a few scattered snow showers, accumulation possibly up to 2 inches in your higher elevations. We're talking about above 500 feet. Otherwise, scattered snow showers can be expected on Friday morning with possibly a trace of a accumulation. Not a major event whatsoever with this Arctic cold front moving through. But what this cold front will do is establish a threat for this weekend. Now, I am not all that impressed with this threat for Saturday morning. However, what we're looking for is this disturbance here to remain weak enough to not drive too much warm air that is sitting over the southeast and southern mid-Atlantic to drive it into the northern mid-Atlantic. Now, the GFS really enhances this disturbance. So what you get is a lot of warm air driving up the coast, and almost everyone changes over to a rain-snow mix or just plain rain, thus limiting accumulations. However, the European model guidance, because this low pressure system is weaker, does keep the cold air in place a little bit longer, especially north and west of Philadelphia. We're talking about northeastern Pennsylvania, northwest New Jersey, Connecticut. So there will be a period of light to moderate snow based on this guidance for Saturday morning. Now, I'm not expecting a major snow threat out of this whatsoever, considering that this is a very progressive weather pattern. And basically, what we're doing is threading the needle with this type of storm event where everything lines up just right. So at this point, I'm expecting rain mixed with snow changing over to rain along the immediate coast on Saturday morning. Not a major deal whatsoever. Might look nice early Saturday morning with some snow falling in the air, but other than that, I really don't expect much of an impact. North and west of the cities, there could be some minor accumulations here, talking about 2 to 4 inches, 3 to 5 inches, maybe a 6-inch amount over your highest elevations if everything works out perfectly. But right now, again, I'm not really expecting this to be a major storm event whatsoever because the 500 millibar pattern is just not supportive for that type of an event. We have no high latitude blocking to speak of over the northern Atlantic, so this is a progressive pattern. And more importantly, the polar vortex that's sitting up over Canada is just not in a favorable position to support a significant snow threat. Minor, sure. It could produce a little bit of light snow, but really I don't expect this to be much of a big deal, at least at this time. Moving forward, by Sunday, high pressure is in control, and high pressure will remain in control through this upcoming weekend. Really, there isn't any major events whatsoever developing for the northern Atlantic. A few scattered showers are possible on Monday night, but again, this is a very weak low pressure system, and it's going to be dependent on perfect timing to get moisture into the northern Atlantic. So right now I'm going with variable cloud cover Monday night into Tuesday. Otherwise, we're expecting dry conditions with moderating temperatures back into the 40s and lower 50s for highs for the start of next week. That is your morning forecast discussion. Thank you for trusting in NYNJPA Weather for your weather analysis. You can always trust in NYNJPA Weather on Facebook, Twitter, and NYNJPAweather.com. Have a wonderful day and stay safe out there.